Hello and welcome to another round of 32 episode of the Orlando World Sunday Showdown series. This week we visit Universal Studios and head back to Pandora and Animal Kingdom for a tough contest between Revenge of the Mummy and Avatar Flight of Passage. Let's take a quick look at both of today's attractions. Revenge of the Mummy is an indoor dark roller coaster ride, themed to the Mummy franchise, which opened on the 21st of May 2004 at a cost of $40 million. The ride has you travelling through Imhotep's tomb, around a 2,220-foot track, which has launch sections which hit 40 miles per hour in just a couple of seconds. It's a fairly fast ride for an indoor attraction. Similar to Space Mountain for speed, the attraction is well themed and has a lot of decent effects, taking you deep into the franchise like never before. Revenge of the Mummy is rated as one of the best indoor roller coasters in Florida, and has won many awards since it replaced Confrontation in the New York area of the park. Avatar Flight of Passage is a marquee flight simulation ride within Disney parks. It's a fully 3D flying experience which has been critically acclaimed as one of Disney's greatest ever attractions. Located in the Pandora the World of Avatar area of Animal Kingdom, it opened as a replacement attraction for the Camp Mini Mickey area of the park. You take a ride on the back of a native mountain banshee, as you fly through one of the most infinitely vast worlds, displayed on a giant IMAX cinema screen which surrounds the ride system. Flight of Passage is simply one of the most stunning visual theme park experiences ever created, taking riders on an unforgettable journey, which is so immersive and thrilling, it leaves you wanting much more. Now let's head into this week's series of 5 rounds, as we head straight into round 1. Revenge of the Mummy is themed really well, creating a very creepy and paranormal environment which draws you into the film franchise perfectly. Located in the New York area of Universal Studios, the Museum of Antiquities is home to the ultimate indoor thrill ride. The ride is based on a fictional sequel titled Revenge of the Mummy, where cast members tell you through video clips about a mysterious curse which they believe to be real. This features throughout the ride, as you board ride carts which take you into the tomb of Imhotep, and you have to find the Medjay symbol to guide you to safety out of the cursed tomb. The themed elements are very impressive, with some stunning visual sets and special effects, adding to the realism of the ride, and creating a very believable environment. The storyline is effective enough to make you feel like you are in trouble, and the pace of the ride intensifies the urgency, making it even more thrilling. Avatar Flight of Passage is an all-round incredibly well-themed attraction, with Disney creating some simply stunning environments which add to the overall presentation of the attractions. Theming is simply stunning, with the incredible backdrop of the Valley of Mora, with alien-like plants and creating a very minuscule part of a vast universe. The story takes place around 100 years after the original film, where the ACE program has been relaunched, with human inhabitants and the Na'vi who are trying to restore Banshee levels to a natural level after years of destruction caused by the RDA. Theming in the QA areas is amazing, showing a base camp laboratory, with lots of props and recognised items from the movie franchise. The Banshee is a bike system, which is one of the most interactive ride seats ever used for an attraction, with movements simulated on the Banshee pods, to mimic them breathing, and with special effects of wind, water and fragrances, to help heighten the environments even more, in what is one of the most simply stunning themed rides ever built. Along with the incredible psychedelic showcase of bioluminescence at night, theming here is at its absolute best. So in round 1, while both attractions are themed really well, the first point undoubtedly goes to the World of Avatar attraction as we head into round 2. The Revenge of the Mummy ride has a decent capacity for a small indoor roller coaster. The ride is one of the most popular at Universal Studios and accommodates a respectable 2,000 riders per hour. The ride carts are grouped in twos for each train, with riders seated in 2 rows of 4, making it a total of 16 riders per train. There are 4 trains running on the tracks at any one time, meaning that in each cycle, up to 64 riders can ride in each track cycle. Capacity is limited to the 2,000 due to some brief launch sections and show areas. The Avatar Flight of Passage attraction, being a simulator attraction, is also limited. The show building has several floors, each having several showrooms on each floor. For the 2 pre-showrooms, the new interactive queue shows help to increase capacity a little, and help to enhance the experience from not just the outside, but the queue areas too. The ride Banshee pods are laid out in rows of 10, with several rows, making an hourly capacity of 1,800 riders per hour. Meaning in round 2, the Revenge of the Mummy attraction levels the score going into round 3. Revenge of the Mummy is a fairly standard ride in terms of duration. It does offer a few areas of some brief animatronic activity, and also videos on screens. This does add a little bit of time to the ride, but the main attraction itself has an operational ride duration of just 2 minutes. The ride is fast, frantic and offers a good experience for its brief duration, and is paced well between the show scenes and the roller coaster elements, which makes the ride duration decent for its ride type. Flight of Passage is a fairly lengthy experience overall, if you take into account the queue areas, with various interactive elements littered throughout, and the 2 5-minute pre-ride areas with video briefings. The overall experience is around 20 minutes long, but the main 3D ride experience is around 4.5 minutes long. It does feel much longer, as the ride is well balanced with some fast-paced action, chase scenes, and some relaxing visual wizardry. The ride is considered one of the best experiences in any theme park, with many fans wishing it would be a bit longer, but with the franchise being rebooted, there is an opportunity for the ride to vary a little in future. So in round 3, the Flight of Passage attraction takes the lead again going into the penultimate round. Revenge of the Mummy replaced one of the original opening day attractions at Universal Studios, where it took over the former Pennsylvania Station building, which was converted into the Museum of Antiquities. Confrontation lasted just 12 years. Revenge of the Mummy has been extremely popular, so much so that it has already easily surpassed Confrontation for its years in service by over 6 years, with it being in operation for over 15 years. It has been refurbished several years ago due to its immense popularity, and doesn't look like it will be replaced anytime soon. Flight of Passage is a fairly new attraction, opening as part of the most stunning landscape for a themed area of a Florida park, in the Valley of Mora, in Pandora. The area was a replacement for the nature camp-themed area of Camp Minnie Mickey, which was themed to the Adirondack Mountains in Northern America, and housed the Festival of the Lion King. Undoubtedly though, even with a short lifespan so far, of just 3 years, the area is unquestionably one of the most stunningly beautiful vistas in Animal Kingdom, and is one of the most popular areas of any theme park within the Disney resort. So in round 4, for the second time, Revenge of the Mummy battles back to claim the point going into the 5th and final all-deciding round. Revenge of the Mummy over the years has been critically acclaimed to be one of the best indoor roller coasters in the world. it certainly creates an element of fear, and has you gripped from the moment you enter the building. The dark cavernous walkway to the tomb of Imhotep helps to build up the suspense, with an eerily dampness filling the air as you make your way through the treacherous tomb to try and escape to safety. The theme is great. The launch sections of the ride accompanied by the impressive special effects really ramp up the thrill factor. Even for a fairly average paced ride, it makes the ride a bit more thrilling than it technically is. The ride is simply one of the best designed in terms of its track, pace, and storyline and theme, bringing all the right elements into play to create a truly thrilling and enjoyable adventure. Avatar: Flight of Passage is one of the most magical ride creations in theme park history. The ride isn't the most intense in terms of thrills or fear factor like Revenge of the Mummy, but overall the ride relies on a very immersive 3D experience to bring out that excitement in a way like no other theme park ride has achieved. The sheer limitlessness of the environment created in itself is impressive, and the ride simply is just a thing of perfect storytelling, bringing riders to feeling so many empowering emotions throughout the attraction. From the wow factor of the overall theming, to the special effects and subtle touches like smells and other elements to bring the experience to life. The land completely transforming into a cascade of colour at night takes the overall thrill and feel of the experience to new levels, in what is rightly noted as one of the benchmark theme park attractions ever built. So in the fifth and final round, just narrowly, but unsurprisingly, Avatar: Flight of Passage takes the point to end this week's contest. So looking at this week's results, after a very close contest, we do have a winner. Which does mean that the incredible Revenge of the Mummy ride heads back to its tomb, as it drops out of the competition. Revenge of the Mummy is to Universal as Space Mountain is to Disney, being one of the best indoor roller coaster rides in Florida. The ride is recognized as being a fairly powerful and hard-hitting attraction, which makes incredible use of its technology, and will no doubt thrill riders for many more years. Avatar: Flight of Passage advances to the next round. Join us for next week's edition where we see the Incredible Hulk coaster go head-to-head with Back to the Future. We'll see you next time. We hope you enjoy this video. Please support us by subscribing to our channel. You can find us on social media platforms. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Orlando Worlds, and on Instagram at The Orlando Worlds. Thanks for watching.